Hello. Hi, welcome back to the Margo Trombetta, Rosmarie Greiner Peace Education Anti-Bias Children's Library. I am Mary Ashley Latta, and I have some books I'm going to read to you today. The first book I wanted to read to you is On a Magical Do-Nothing Day by Beatrice Alemagna. This was one that my students voted for me to read because it relates so much to what we're doing today. It's not actually in the library because it's too old for the age groups that we normally keep in the library. But we all thought it would be a good one to read with everyone staying at home having a lot of magical do-nothing. Here we are again, me and Mom in the same cabin. The same forest, the same rain, Dad back in the city. Mom sat at her desk quietly writing while I destroyed Martians. Actually, I was just pressing the same buttons over and over again. I wish Dad were here. I don't know if you can see her. I'll bring it closer. There she is on the couch, pushing buttons. This may look familiar, like something happening to you right now. What about a break from your game? Mom growled. Is this going to be another day of doing nothing? She was right. There was nothing I wanted to do except destroy Martians. She took the game out of my hands and hid it, as usual. I found it, as usual, and went outside. Where it felt like everything in our garden was hiding from the rain. I held my game tightly. Maybe it would protect me from this boring, wet place. Are you feeling like you're bored sometimes at home? I think a lot of us are hitting boring times. Let's see what she does with it. I walked down the hill. At the bottom of our path, I saw flat rocks in the pond. The rocks were round like the heads of the Martians. I wanted to jump on them and crush them. Have you ever imagined that rocks in a stream are something else, not rocks? Maybe mushroom tops, Martians. Oh no! What did I do? My game fell in the pond. This could not be happening to me. I stuck my hand in the water to grab it. It was so icy cold, I screamed. Without my game, I had nothing to do. The rain felt like rocks were hitting me. It was a small tree. I was a small tree trapped outside in a hurricane. You see her face hiding out as the eyes are peeking out. Just then, there were 4 lights and 4 huge snails appeared. Is there anything to do around here? I asked them. Yes, indeed, they told me. I reached out and touched their antennae, as soft as jello. It made me smile. So I followed them down a path and found dozens of mushrooms. The air was so damp, I knew the smell from when I was small. My grandparents' basement, my cave of treasures. I felt a sense that there was something special close by, that I was surrounded. It's an interesting feeling. Sounds like she's feeling like there's some magic. I bent down and dug my fingers into the mud, where 1,000 seeds and pellets, kernels, grains, roots, and berries touched my fingers and hands, an underground world full of treasures that I could feel. Have you ever put your hand in the dirt? What did you feel when you put your hand in the dirt? What do you see in the picture? Bring that closer. I looked up at the sky. Sunbeams fell down through a giant strainer and blinded me. I thought I heard the beat of drums from far away. The sound was my heart. What does your heart sound like? I felt filled up with energy and began running fast, so fast I fell down the hill. And there at the bottom, everything was turned upside down. The whole world seemed brand new, as if it had been created right in front of me. I climbed a tree and looked out as far as my eyes could see. I breathed in air until my lungs were bursting. I drank the raindrops like an animal would. You ever felt the raindrops dripping on your tongue? I noticed bugs I'd never seen before. I talked to a bird. I made my biggest splash. Then I collected smooth stones as clear as glass and watched the world shining through them. Why hadn't I done these things before today? Have you done any of those things today? You talked to any birds? What have you been doing today? Soaked to my bones, I ran inside the house, took off my coat, and looked in the mirror. Ooh, I thought I saw my dad smiling at me. My mother was there, still writing. But now she looked different, like one of the creatures outside. Oh, you're soaked. I'll dry you. She took a towel and brought me to the kitchen. I felt like giving her a big hug. I wanted to tell her what I had seen, felt, and tasted outside in the world. But I didn't. We just sat in the kitchen, looked at each other, and breathed in the delicious smell of our hot cocoa. That's it. That's all we did on this magical do-nothing day. You see the fish? They found her game. So tell me, what are you doing on your magical do-nothing day? Leave me some comments. I'm curious. Have a great day.